You can build beautiful beach areas that are even useful like this with just a few mods. Let's build out a small seafront town right on this island, and I'll explain the mods we use in the process. Let's immediately start with the first mod. We find it under parks, and then there's a new tab here, quays and piers. And this has some amazing assets like this breakwater pier, which we can put on coastlines, just like this. We have 2 of them here now. I think these are really amazing assets. There's even like these small stairs here. They act like normal parks for pedestrians, and we can build out a harbor in between those 2. Additionally, this mod adds quays. I'll just place a variety of them as well as a pier. Let's take a look at all of those. These are the quay walls. They all look pretty nice, but not really in combination. So we have to decide for individual ones. Also, this water park is pretty cool. It's really detailed and what a nice slide. And I guess the pier is okay. Let's make use of these. I'll put the pier water park to the side of our harbor area, and I'll also keep the double quay. For now, let's connect all of these up with a normal 2-lane road. Next, we can also use the same area to add a beach with a pier that then looks like this. Really, really great. And there is another asset, narrow beach, which is just the same thing without the pier. Let's move the break wall closer to it to close the area. And there's also some things here that are underwater. Let's try to fix that and make it really a beach area. Additionally, we need to give it the sand texture just so it actually is a beach. This already looks way nicer. People can park here. There's some attractions around. And now we can use the commercial quay zone, beach style commercial low density, to add commercial buildings around these zones. And there's another commercial zone, it's called beach spawner. We can put it here to the side. These spawn beach plots just like this, kind of vendors selling stuff. To note, I had to add these sand textures here myself, and by default they're without. Actually, it's quite a bit of work if you want to add the sand textures all around here, because also the shapes are not that easy to use, and then immediately also things get rebuilt. Let's actually do the same thing here. Maybe it gets rebuilt then on the sand texture. That would be beneficial. I mean, some buildings stay, like these ones. They stay on the sand texture, but these are just some things to keep in mind. The beach style commercial properties, they look like this. I guess in combination with like these beach assets, it's pretty nice. And in the meantime, I've also added the waterfront housing. This is not from a mod, but from a DLC. They often come with pools and pretty nice villas. There's also the option to build a big beach. We can just put it here on the other side of the bay. This is what it looks like. Of course, with the grass texture at the bottom, not ideal. But again, with a lot of work, you can change that all to sand. And what's really amazing about these assets, for one, they create jobs. They act like a park, and they even have upgrades. You can add a gym, and you can add food that creates even more jobs, and it creates just more lively area. Back on the quays and piers map, you can also add these things as markings for swimming zones or ships. For example, we can do this. Now we have marked a swimming zone. I think you see this in many places until where you can swim. And these also have lights so you can see where they are at night. Apart from that, there is a mod adding beach parking lots. If we go here to the quay area, we can actually try some of these out. They have a bit of a different texture and they are lined with stones. Next up, there's also pedestrian bridges. These are pretty cool because here they also come with stairs, so you don't have to build these ugly ramps up to them, and they're really easy to plot down. Another bonus mod to detail your coastal city with is the mod bridge expansions. This adds a bunch more bridges, such as this one, and there's even a lot of space for ships to pass under it. With the combination of these mods, you can build amazing coastal towns. Which one is your favorite? Is there anything you're missing? Subscribe for more City Skylines 2 content. Oh, what is here? There's a shark. Wait, I've never seen a shark in this game. Who are you? There's actually sharks in this game. Whoa, I did not know that. Are these added by mods or are they just here by default? How are there sharks in this game? Let's follow it around. Can we? Yes, it's swimming here. Oh man, The bridge is fine, but you'll better not go to my beach areas over there. Quite dangerous what we're doing here.